immediately went to videos I've seen of you with some of your friends in the street and suggesting violence and suggesting aggressive actions against other communities, which in the West is something that, let's say, in Canada, people don't do that. And that even though they're street, we're surrounded by men wearing masks who are talking about, if these other groups come out, they're going to see us and we're going to be there. And I'm looking for Jews and we're talking about blood. And there's these very strange behaviors that I think
when did I say we're looking for Jews? Do you remember that when I said that exact statement?
I just remember you talking to police about
Jewish people?
Yeah.
I'd like to get an exact quote. Okay, so I don't remember. I recall.
Well, the other one, the one that I definitely saw that you spoke for quite a while was relating to some issues with Hindu government.
So what happened recently? I don't want to.
Well, I think the reason why it's important. The reason why it's important is that I'm a Christian, very much a Christian. I have many problems with modern Western culture. Right. But we are in the West.
Okay.
Right. And you are in the West.
Yeah. And I am a Westerner.
Right. And you live in the West. And
I'm British.
Yes.
Just like you're Canadian.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
And so to me, the elephant in the room is that's part of the elephant in the room. But there are many people who told Jordan not to come here because of those videos.
Okay, well, there's a lot of people that told me not to have this conversation with Jordan because of his videos. And that's why me and Jordan...
Lots of people don't want to have difficult conversations.
But what I'm saying with Jordan is that what makes him gallant and brave is that despite those voices that are the voices of disunity, because he's been cancelled more times than I have, despite the fact that he's been cancelled in Cambridge University or whatever, I don't care about all these institutions. With all due respect, I know this man is a person of influence. And in my estimation, I see him as one of the most, if not the most influential Western public voice. Right? So for that reason, I speak to him. And for that reason, I don't apologize to anyone for doing so. And I think in a way, he sees the same thing in me. Maybe not to the same level. But the fact that I'm half his age, he knows what's going to come in 30 years' time. So he's playing the cards right. And I think at the end of the day, my voice, my emotions, what I'm saying in the streets of London or Leicester, or whatever else, is how a lot of Muslim people feel. But don't forget, yes, I'm disagreeable. And I'm not, my temperament is not the temperament of the average Muslim. So you've got to differentiate between me as an individual, me, Mohammed Hijab as an individual, and Islam. You see, if you say, Mohammed Hijab, you are a hypocrite, you are a bad guy, you are violent. So you know what? That's something I have to look into. Do you know what I mean? If that's your advice to me, that's something I have to look into. So let me ask you both a question then, since we can talk about, by the way, one clarification before the question. I've never asked for violence. And that's an accusation I think that needs to be, you need to look back at, because I've never said, let's go and do violence. I said that if such and such group come out again, which were a group of armed people, then we'll be there to defend the community. I've never said in my whole life, and I'll challenge anybody to find anything that's opposite from what I've just said. Now, that's one thing. Second thing I'll say is this, is that, and if it was a violence issue, if I did say that, what's happening with the Metropolitan Police? Why am I not behind bars? Why have there not been a single investigation? Is 210,000 people have watched the video, unless the police have put their, fingers in their ears, or that they are, if you want to accuse the police of, negligence or incompetence, that's